Time for the Saturday headlines with Elliotte, I don't sleep, Friedman. So we know you had 3 hours sleep Thursday night, Elliotte. 2:08 was the social post where you let us know Rantanen's probably headed to Dallas. But my favorite story is the one that Kyle tells you on the latest episode of 32 Thoughts, the podcast, where he says, I sat beside Elliotte and he had his screen. And he turned it to me, and I should backtrack for a second, because Vegas puts out a little social media post themselves, says, hi. They trolled us, right? So we all think, okay, Marchand may still be in play. It's got to be Vegas. Anyway, you show Kyle Bukauskas on your screen, said, don't say a word. And you held it for like a minute, and then you turned the screen back and you signaled to David Amber, I'm good to go. Over to you. And you say as follows.
Last minute possibility. We're hearing that Brad Marchand could become a Florida Panther.
Holy! I said get out of the East, Brad! I said get out of the East!
That's biz. I said, get out of the East. And you know, Kyle said, first time he's been in studio for a trade deadline, he was fantastic working alongside you. And I would say, Elliotte, as much as Rantanen was the big name and the big deal, that was something.
I still can't believe it, really. Like Katie Engelson, who's the sideline reporter, ringside reporter for the Panthers, she sent out a tweet today of a Brad Marchand stall in the Panthers dressing room. I was like, this looks so wrong. I can't believe I'm even seeing this. So just a few more things I wanted to go over from the Marchand situation. Number one, I think the Bruins and the player had agreed on term, 3 years. But as Don Sweeney said yesterday, there was a gap, and there was a gap on AAV. And I don't think he was being asked to take a pay cut or anything like that, but I do think it was a sizable gap that they obviously could not bridge. Where I think this really went sideways was there was a point this week where Brad Marchand, who was currently injured and not in the lineup, asked for a face-to-face meeting with Bruins management. I don't know exactly when it was. I don't know exactly who was there, but it did happen. And in that meeting, Brad Marchand asked for a compromise. He said, I will compromise. I will bend on some of my ask. I'm asking the Bruins to bend on some of their stance, and we'll find a way to get this deal done, because he wanted to stay as a Bruin. And it just didn't happen. The Bruins had gone as far as they were willing to go. And look, anybody out here watching hockey in the hockey world has watched Brad Marchand play. We know he's going to the Hall of Fame for one major reason. He's got an incredible amount of pride, and he puts everything on the line. I think he was really stung by that, and then all of a sudden the Bruins started to look, okay, we're not going to go any farther. We're going to start looking out there. And I think one of the things that really happened in the last 24 to 48 hours before the deadline was that Marchand's agent, I was told by several teams, Wade Arnott, made it very clear that Marchand had a place he wanted to go. And obviously that was Florida, and in the last minutes the Bruins acquiesced and made the deal. But so that's everything I understand there, and I think it really hurt Marchand that the face-to-face meeting couldn't get a deal done.
Really good. Mitchell Marner.
Yes, so, so we all know about now Rantanen is in Dallas, and Toronto was definitely in there. You know, Nick Kypreos reported yesterday that Toronto had an offer there, Fraser Minten, Easton Cowan, and 2 first-rounders for Rantanen, contingent on him signing with the Maple Leafs, but the Hurricanes didn't like that deal as much as the one they got from Dallas. They weren't going to do it. They liked Logan Stankoven better, especially as someone who's in the NHL now. But from the beginning, when the Maple Leafs and the Hurricanes first engaged, the Hurricanes' target was Mitch Marner. They wanted him, and they wanted to trade Rantanen for him. And the Maple Leafs approached Marner. They said, look, we have to bring this to you because it's Rantanen. And, we still want to sign you. That's our number one choice, but we're being offered Rantanen for you. And Marner, of course, has a no-move clause. It's perfectly within his right. And he said, no, I still want to sign with the Maple Leafs, and it's my number one choice, and I don't want to take a trade. And as some players said to me today, everything that happened with Rantanen, they think more and more players might be careful about accepting trades in season. And so, the thing is, I think everybody handled this really professionally. The Hurricanes made the request. The Maple Leafs made the ask. Marner made his decision. One of the things he talked about in the aftermath of the Four Nations, Ron, was how positive everything was. Like Crosby, no matter what happens, be positive. Look at the way he's come out tonight and played. But it's within his right to say no, and he did.
Are we to take that he's going to sign for sure?
I wouldn't take it. He has said that he wants to play out the year. and let it go. And as far as I know, that's still his situation.
I agree with you. With Four Nations, Kevin made that point too, watching him this evening. The weight of the world looked to be off Elias Pettersson last night, Vancouver. And you showed on the show yesterday, Brock Boeser in conversation with Rick Tocchet, and that was kind of a sign that he's going nowhere, at least for the time being. What about Boeser's situation?
Well, I just wanted to get to the bottom of it. It was a really odd media conference yesterday, and I'm sure Boeser wasn't happy with some of the things that were said, but I just tried to get to the bottom of it, what happened there. And the thing is that the Vancouver Canucks indicated nothing less than a first-rounder for Boeser. They weren't taking anything less than a first-rounder, and they didn't get it, so they decided to hold the player, and we'll see where it goes from here.
And you're referring to Patrick Allvin saying, if you heard the offers I got, you wouldn't believe it, which was kind of a slight to what was being offered for Boeser.
I think it's been just really rough couple weeks there, but yeah, any player wouldn't want to hear that said about them.
And back to Boston, 5 guys remaining from the team that set the record for most wins. Crazy. We had 15 on the panel yesterday, just 3 surviving members. Jennifer, Kevin, and Kelly.